Hey Gemini, let's get into your story time reading. We're going to see what is going on for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. We're doing romance messages here today. So whether you're single, in a situationship, in a relationship, whatever you got going on, okay? Now remember, these are stories, so keep in mind, if they resonate, that's great. But if they don't, that's also great, because that's not their purpose, because they're stories. So let's see what is going on with our Jimmies when it comes to love and romance. All right. We have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so Gemini's definitely got their eye on somebody, and they're like, I'm liking what I see here. Okay. So this can very well be confirmation for those of you. I'm hearing loosely involved too. That's really interesting. Some of you that are loosely involved with someone, this could actually be the one, okay? Or at least you're like, hey, they got a lot of the qualities. Yeah, even these little angel babies floating above their head. This might be someone that you end up having children with, possibly 3 children, something like that. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. So you see this person as being the one, but there's not much focus on the relationship. I will say our Gemini seems to be head down. I heard in the books for some of you, so this could be a student, but for others, this is someone that's very much working a lot. They're focused on financial goals, career, business goals, but they do know that, in the back of their mind, there is someone that they want to have this commitment with. And as I mentioned, I heard the word loosely involved as well. So I do feel like the other person is aware of Gemini's feelings, maybe not to the fullest extent. We'll see. Okay, our other character, is coming up as getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So our other character is still filling out the Gemini. They might not be aware of the depth of Gemini's feelings, or what they're really thinking, because like I said, we see our Gemini over here, they're working, they're busy, they're handling business. So it's not to say that the other character doesn't think they're interested, but they don't think that, oh yeah, this person's over here thinking that I'm the one and they want to marry me and have children and all this shit. This person is not thinking that at all. Okay, they're coming through as a star. Okay, so Gemini could be finding themselves attracted to someone that is in the limelight. Our Gemini might view this person as like a star. They don't necessarily have to be famous, but someone that just has like that star quality about them. This can be someone who is very unique, different, maybe a little out there, but it is, the drawing factor that has the Gemini thinking like, damn, this can be the one. Now the star is also a card of wish fulfillment, right? So if there has been something that or someone the Gemini has been praying for, trying to kind of manifest into their lives, and then boom, they meet this person, Gemini is looking at them like, wow, you are a manifestation, like a prayer answered, right? So the plot here, the theme is children. Your love life is being affected by children, and I did point out children. So as I was saying, this does look like a couple that could be headed eventually in that direction. All right, now I will say this can be a situation too where someone already has children. All right, and that could be something that factors into this connection, the dynamic, maybe the availability here. Yeah, the Three of Cups. Why does the three keep coming? I told you it's three here and it's three here. Especially for those of you that don't have children, you and this person, look, Danny predicted it. Y'all are gonna have like 3 kids, okay? If this is a situation where somebody already has kids from like a previous relationship, then you're gonna add to that and make 3. It's gonna be something like that, okay? But yes, there is this element of also joyfulness that is brought out, you know, when the two of these come together. When the two of these individuals come together, there could be something very healing for their inner child or something like that. When they come into this connection. So the conflict or the challenge is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Now, of course, as old Gemini, y'all might be pretty back and forth, especially during the retrograde period. Like I said, this is someone that you have a loose involvement with. Maybe it was established before or during the retrograde. So, you know, with that being said, now that Mercury has gone direct, you know, you might have found yourself going back and forth a bit, you know, about what you want to do with this relationship, maybe even how quick you want to move things along, especially, yeah, with a very soon card coming up. And then Gemini is already like, yeah, this could be the one. But there's this element of maybe feeling like, oh, I kind of got to hold back. I don't really want to expose, yep, High Priestess too much. I don't want to reveal all of my cards quite yet because maybe the Gemini knows something that our other character doesn't know. Maybe the Gemini is very intuitive and has had like some sort of vision, a dream, a prophecy. Maybe the Gemini has sought out guidance from like a tarot reader, you know, something like that. And got some sort of insight like, yeah, this is your person. But Gemini's like, wait, I just met them like 2 weeks ago or something like that, right? So it would be a little weird to let them know, yeah, so I love you and we're ready to get married and have a family. Like, this person would probably block them. Especially if they're the star too, because no offense, this person might get a lot of attention, and you know, people telling them like, oh yeah, you know, I want to be your person, I want to have a family. I feel like this person has kind of heard that like more than once. So especially if the Gemini like divulge that information maybe a bit quickly, this person would kind of roll their eyes or be like, oh, you're just kind of like everybody else or whatever, like just, you know, just talking shit, blah blah blah, that kind of situation. So there is a need to wait, to be a little more strategic here in what is being revealed. Does that mean you have to keep a secret, Gemini? No. But instead of maybe revealing to someone like, yeah, so we're gonna get married and have babies, yeah, there's just something really special about you. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you might be a part of my life, like in some really significant way. You know, you can kind of be a little more elusive. That's what the the High Priestess she would kind of do there, okay? But hey, you also got to read the room. You got to read the situation as well. And if you know you're dealing with someone like the star, who typically values transparency, authenticity, then you know you just got to navigate the situation as you authentically would. And you know, if that means, I would, of course, you know, I doubt you're like, oh, I want to propose, but you know, I wouldn't be doing all that. But you know, if you are someone like, hey, you know what you want, I want to settle down, I want to have a family, then you know, talking about those things, if they scare somebody away, then maybe they're not the person for you. But you know, if you are talking about it with the right person, you know, they might open up, share a little bit about what they want, you know, and these are just normal kind of conversations. So that is something that our Gemini, I think, is kind of considering. Do I want to share a little more? Do I want to open up a little more? The action here we have is let your friends help you. Okay, so I really don't like that advice too much because you got to make your decisions at the end of the day, and sometimes people can convolute things. But let me get a little more clarity on why Gemini is needing to enlist the help of friends. Now, Gemini could be seeing the star, the high priestess, as someone who is elusive, someone who is hard to read. And that could be why they're seeking that advice. Yeah. The crystal ball here. Okay. Trying to seek clarity. Like I said, yo, the Gemini, you got like a tarot reader friend or some shit. Or you went to see a tarot reader. Someone looked into a crystal ball for you. So that could be, like I said, the advice that needs to be taken here, or the action steps that our Gemini is going to take if they feel like things have been unclear, which is very likely during Mercury retrograde for any Gemini. That's probably maybe some of your more challenging times when it comes to relationship dynamics. Okay, so there is a need to continue focusing on like the financial security and kind of building oneself up. So, you know, I do see Gemini is very focused on that. That's funny. This is really funny. So I'm also seeing, I don't know, Gemini, like, so how I'm reading this too, I'm saying this as a masculine and feminine. Of course, you know, genders can be whatever, but I'm seeing like a masculine maybe asking like a female friend for some sort of advice about how to approach the star. What's the resolution? Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so, you know, don't overthink it, don't stress it. There could even be a need, as I was saying, to just kind of continue focusing on, you know, practical goals, money, security, making sure you're taking care of yourself, and just kind of letting the timing of things play out. Just, let me see, I just had some cards fall on the floor here. Yeah, letting go of control issues for Pentacles, you know, is doing just that. You know, this is someone who's clinging and wait, it's got to be a certain way, and I don't want to miss out on this opportunity, you know, something like that. There's kind of a fear around this with the Nine of Wands. You know, maybe there is a bit of distance between these two. That's why, I don't know, loosely involved, that just keeps coming through. So it's not like the cord has been severed necessarily. And with the Fool here, there is going to be something positive that does come from the situation. You know, there does look like an opportunity to collaborate here with the Three of Pentacles, to work together, to get on the same page here. You know, to maybe even plan towards a future. You know, those could be conversations that are actually coming up a little more as well. There could be some travel that is involved here. An element of kind of taking a risk, you know, doing something spontaneous even. And just kind of letting the chips fall where they may is something that I'm picking up on too. But I think Gemini might be surprised that, you know, the chips kind of fall in their favor and someone does want to partner with them, work with them, you know, just as much as the Gemini is interested in collaborating with them too. So this is a really interesting situation. But it all pans out, like I said. Mercury retrograde. Mercury, your ruling planet, is technically always on your side, even during the retrograde. So it's important to realize that, to not fight it, let go of control issues, you know, just surrender to it. Go with the flow, go with what the planets are doing, and trust that, you know, they're going to line things up the way that they need to. It's just kind of cycles and seasons, but it does look like the Gemini and their star are going to have definitely a reconciliation here. And it looks like they're going to start building towards the future. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. Until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.